Oh, with yeah. Some those were dogs, like two Brazilian guy and Mexican guy. Either. Yeah, well, that's pretty good. So that was made ridiculous leg beats. Like they were just, some of those I was like, yeah, it's like I wasn't expecting like to pop. That's still good. Yeah, you can tell this girl. There's actually there's right. Not now. It was the day of. Day of, like everything we found. Yeah. Like kind of like I had stigmatism. And at night. That was it's weird. Actually, I think it's better now. What? Like, yeah, what? I have lost. Lost the fight. My time is back in the episode. Much as much as you can last it. Don't say yes. Cancer song. You just feel that you hear it set up the top side of things that stay focused. Imagine just take a side. But I just pay attention to. You ever paddleboard? Yeah, bro. Dog, I was out on like 3 hours, but only 3. 3 hours? That's it. Yeah, that's a lot. Really? Paddleboard. We just got a pond. We just got to be chill on a little later. I don't know. Right? Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, I'll set it. This weekend with some friends. It's all the time. Some days. But also, like, when people like not want to be with it all. Yeah. Bunch of Mormons. So, there's that. Gotta throw that out there. We gotta throw that out there. But we can't go on. You just told us about it. You say you're this one,
It's like whenever I get kilos from the outside, it hurts every time, like so fast, like weight release.
No, not at all.
Like, yeah, but never read up to do stuff. It's supposed to be helping with the drill, turning the fan off. Yeah, this mic doesn't speak to streaming software for some reason. It only works when I'm recording, so I thought this was being that on. But it's still just using the standard iPhone mic.
What? I didn't know how many reps that was. I wasn't counting.
I don't know what's going on with that. That's it's annoying.
I feel like that's happy for me inside. Yeah.
Agreed. 100% agreed. All right, guys, let's get into hot hands. All right. All right, we'll make connections with wrists, elbows, and head. Goal being to have inside position, have at least one of your elbows between his elbows at all times, ideally two, and then secondarily have your head in between your shoulders, anywhere. It can be any form of these grips. It can look like whatever it needs to, but I want you to have at least one elbow on the inside, and then your head between his shoulders connected to his chest. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh,
Man, that was
That was spicy.
That was good.
That was spicy.
nice. Had a good pop to it. Hey, what you do my hands?
Also, assume they can touch your leg. If you see that their leg just out there, just reach out and tap them on the knee. Just let them know you could have touched their leg.
It's always out there. Mine's always be out there.
Just so we're making sure we're keeping our down block hand in place, being nice and defensive. As soon as we make contact on the inside position, we immediately are looking for the head position.
Okay. Well, we have one.
Try to put your head on their chest if you can.
Revenge. That's good. Like jiu-jitsu movie. Yeah, great. It's the movie. I'll be the star. I'll just roll.
Okay, time. Hey, same thing, but now we're going to add one more thing. Now, elbow, I'm still looking to have, ideally, my elbows on the inside, or I can either put both mine on the inside, or I can look to put just one head in between mine. I can go for inside control, or I can go for outside control. Either one is acceptable. Also, at any point, if Chad's comes and starts reaching at me in both hands, if I see his legs, because he's not doing a good job of kind of 1, 2, just reach down and tap him on the knee. Just a little love tap their knuckles, let him know you can touch the leg.
But you're talking about actually collar time.
No, that's fine. Yeah, but just it's the same thing as before, but we can do outside control. And I still want you just to give him a little love tap on the knee if you can touch their leg.
Yeah, a little knee, a little tap. Some love.
Just a little wrangle dangle.
Show that me some love.
Your head, if you get outside control, your head, if you go for outside control, your head's still looking to find their chest in between their shoulders. Nothing's changed about your head.
Your head's got to find my chest. No, I'm scared. I always have to. That's so much fun. You keep beating that to me and I'm just taking it every time. Takes my hand, please get serious.
Reach out and grab like you want to pull them in for kids.
Wall. No, good have. Too late. It's not late. That's what it was. What you're gonna do? Oh, just sit down. Oh. No, that's rude. You know how it is, just stand up. That's it. It doesn't defense, just sit down. That's the point. Oh, it's fine. Oh, yeah, this one. No. I wanted to. Legit, look at it. That's it. I'm sure it. Back for one.
Stay focused on the task, guys. The task is just inside control or outside control
Are we,
for as long as possible.
so, we.
Hmm?
Oh, that's not, I'm not really.
Where'd you go? So you just take it. You're taking it further.
I'm taking it further.
Or you take the inch line.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, we're playing around. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but
We're just get as much. Try to get as much dominance on the inside as you can for as long as you can.
got it.
Get really good at maintaining.
Do it. You're good? Whoa.
Yeah, just keep that as long as you can. Yeah. That's great.
Good.
Yeah, as long as you can.
I'll let it go. Yeah, I think you're right.
Nice. Yep. Keep it. Drive shoulder down.
So,
Um.
it hurts.
All right. Now we'll start. Oh.
Technical difficulties.
Now we're gonna start in a rear body lock. Okay. I can start with my hands locked. I can put my feet wherever I want. My job is to get Chad's hands on the mat, however I possibly can. So, however that looks, I don't want to just. I don't. All right. I think we're back.
Belt.
Yep.
No.
Let me get back up, Chad. You can keep your lock. Just let me back. Yeah, just let me get back.
I learned that from Captain Insana.
Manhandling that child.
Actually, was dark on the third. Same difference. No. Oh, yeah, my bad. Oh. Hey, my bad. Yeah. Totally.
John, yeah. Inside thumb. And you're looking to get your hips forward, John. Hips forward. Turn. There you go. Good job. Stay connect. Yeah, stay connect. Stay connect.
Stay with it.
Keep your rear body lock, and you're trying to keep his hands on the mat as long as possible.
Nice.
Hips up, hips forward, Chad. Hips forward, Chad. Head back, hips forward. Inside thumb. Nice.
I want to. I agree.
Yep. Time. Good job, guys.
Room. Everybody like that. Take the mirrors.
Let's do. We're gonna review before. Well, we're gonna keep on our kipping, but before we're gonna stop and review all back escapes that we've done so far. All right. So, who remembers sliding elbow escape? And can do it,
Sorry, never escape.
right? The one we did the most reps of.
Dead arm. Is that the sliding elbow escape? Were you dead arm?
It's with the objective of getting our elbow to the mat. Like that's kind of like the core idea.
Escape from the back.
Yeah, from the past 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Never did that.
I think I may know how to do it.
All right, let's see.
Give it a try.
Hmm?
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, let's see it first.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
Talk us through each of the battles that you got to win here.
okay. So
So is this this side or
Let's start on the overhook side.
over? So me something.
okay.
All right, give it this side.
Yeah. So if I go to the overhook side, I have to win. First have to win the arm battle.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I have to get
And how do you win that?
get a post in, get this hand off, and get it below the sternum. And
Wait, okay, not quite. Help him out, guys.
Okay, so
What does a win look like for the hands? He's close. He's on the right track.
so got to get both hands below the sternum.
Nope. Help him out, guys.
Retroverse.
Which hand is the most threatening?
His left.
Chad's primary strangle hand, right? The one touching in
choke
front.
hand.
So what's the best defensive grip we can get on the back if we're defending? What gives us the maximum amount of safety?
2-on-1.
2-on-1,
Yeah.
Two. Okay.
right?
Right.
Yep, you were correct about the thumb post.
Yeah. So thumb post.
Right. If you had to choose between one of these, which one's better? Which one is Ian's primary defensive hand?
This hand.
Why?
Because it's posting on the hand and he's using less muscles.
Is it because it's pushed?
Yes, it's structural.
Okay.
You just put your thumb there
Okay.
versus this is pretty limited.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So yes, and then all right. So he's got a 2-on-1, and then specifically, what else needs to be done to consider this a one battle
To get his
for
Back turn
just the
to
win
the
of the hands?
to win the hands.
Yeah,
to get
you're already there, but like I want you to tell me why.
To get below the sternum, I believe.
Yes, and why?
To where you can lean forward and get space.
Yes.
okay.
All right. So he can begin to turn his shoulder,
way.
right? That opens up mobility.
You don't look at me.
And then
All right. So you won the battle of the hands. Let's
Right.
let's stay on. Okay.
okay.
What's the next battle you got to win?
Battle of the hips.
Specifically the legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legs.
And how do we win this battle if he's got good hooks?
By turning.
Be more specific.
Uh,
How do you clear that bottom hook?
The kipping motion. No. Never mind.
Anybody?
I like the butt to it, more towards the mat, right? To make sure.
Specifically think about angles of
Take
control.
the
Like
leg towards the foot, bottom palm of the foot.
was that?
Take the knee towards the bottom knee towards the palm of the foot
Yes.
and step over.
So if he's going to turn his knee to where the sole of Chad's foot's facing, and this allows him to start clearing that hipping out and clearing that hook.
Yeah, now you pin the foot.
Right? Yep. Now he's won the battle of the feet. What's the next battle he needs to win?
Shoulder.
Battle of the elbow.
or the hips. Elbow in the hip.
This
Elbow? Yep. Where do you want that?
behind his head.
No.
Not this one. Where do you want it?
Oh, but in between his shoulder, under his shoulder, under his armpit.
We want to get to the mat,
To the mat, yeah, yeah.
and we want to find his
Yep, okay.
hips. Why would we want to find his hips here?
So when I go to come up, he has a space or a frame in between me and him.
And why? Why the hips though? Because what are we gonna do as soon as he starts coming up? What is the next battle we're gonna win?
We're gonna
The feet,
shift his weight.
What's the battle we're gonna win?
the inside position.
What's our
of the feet,
intention as we escape?
to get to the feet, like to get your foot inside.
Attack, yeah.
of-
So to set up that counter, what are we gonna have to do in a second as he's coming up? To enter his legs, what are we going to need to do? What's the battle we gotta win?
This foot, you gotta get inside of the outside leg.
You gotta
Yeah.
what
Get
is
this.
the feet, get the feet to the inside.
Get the feet to the inside.
So having that frame on the hip,
Mhm.
why is that important?
Because that helps me get in the inside.
Yes, we have distance management.
Right.
We're
Right.
managing
I
that
gotta
distance.
I gotta create distance if I have my.
We're able to more to like at least slow that distance down so we can manage that and be able to get our foot on the inside.
Right. Right.
All right.
So you're gonna dead arm.
You're just looking to get your elbow to the hips, right? Elbow to the hips.
Okay.
All right. When the feet both come to the inside, as he's coming up.
Okay.
All right, let's do one more. What's up, Brian?
Okay. Well, want to go over? Here we go.
All right, number one.
Win the battle of the hands. This post in,
Yep. And
create distance.
one right here. What's one thing that we can't currently do that we need to do if the opportunity arises to have maximum defense here?
To get this hand separated.
Sort of. Does have to do with the hands. Anybody? Where's the end of the lever on that 2-on-1? It's the hand, right? But we can't cover that hand right now, right? Chad's covering his own hand. But if it's ever uncovered, we want to cover hands.
Okay.
This is true if you're attacking too. Chad wants to cover hands too. We don't want
Right.
wrists. We want hands. All right.
Okay.
All right. Good. Now we win the battle of the legs, right? Foot to the outside, elbow to the hip. And then as he builds up, feet come inside. Yep. And now we can go on the attack. Cool. All right. Who wants to do the underhook side? There's really just one more step, one more battle to win over there.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Good.
Trip side.
All right. Talk us through it.
All right, you get the thumb post on the inside of the wrist, get it below the sternum. Raise up.
See how his head can come forward now? Ian, if you moved your right hand more up the pec towards the shoulder, if you didn't have it below the sternum, it's much harder for Chad to create that separation, right? For the next battle. All right, because the next battle is what, Chad?
To get your head to the other side.
The head. Yeah, he can't win that head fight if he can't create any disconnection. All right, let's go.
So hands below the sternum, head up, beat the head to the other side. Create
Angle. Yep.
angle. Look him in his eyes.
Keep a good keep a good hook. Ian, try to keep a hook with your bottom hook if you can.
There you go.
Yep.
So point your knee towards the palm of the foot. Step over, collect the foot, pin the foot, come down,
Feet to the inside.
the elbow to the waist,
Yep.
and then finding the inside with the opposite leg.
Yep. And now we either got dummy sweep or we can fire on through with one of them for Irimiyashi, right? Good job, guys. Okay, who can talk me through topside triangles and topside triangle disconnections? How to deal with the topside triangle, body triangle.
You know,
No, sorry, I thought you were coming around my back to do it.
No,
You got it?
We talking about the rolling one?
I can.
Do you
do
remember?
one.
Do
Get out of
you remember the ones we taught? We're specifically looking to review.
When did we teach it? Was it?
Last week and the week before.
I do remember, but I don't know.
Okay, let's talk through it. What are the like four?
What are the 4 triangles that I can get? It's top side.
Oh, you're talking about body triangles.
Yeah.
Oh, body.
Body
triangles.
triangles.
I'm over here thinking.
Yeah.
And this is what?
Oh,
We got 4, right? What's this one?
Full. And you got one
Outside.
quarter, whatever.
Outside
it is,
triangle.
Outside. And that's like 3/4 at the calf, I think.
Inside triangle.
it's,
Inside.
triangle.
And then right across.
If this foot was more up, I can lace his other foot. That's inside cross
And then
and then
Okay.
outside cross.
Mhm.
And what's our objective when we got somebody that has any of these on us? What's his objective?
To get the outside across.
Yes. Good job, Brian. Why?
if that's your weakest one.
At least, there you go.
Yeah, it's not gonna lock, right?
Yeah.
All right, so now, did that jog y'all's memory? If anyone remember the rest of it?
Something to do with. To reach for the. Over here,
Yeah, grab this.
yeah, reach for the ankle.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Then on, you're right.
And it's all the same with the sliding elbow at that point. We're just like nothing, you're just doing a sliding elbow escape once you've untangled that triangle.
When I'm there, I can remember, it's like it starts to come to me when I'm.
Yeah. So we got, so one more time, talk us through it this time.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
All right. All right. So got your 2-on-1 thumb post in the wrist for the choking arm.
Yep.
And then you're gonna take the top leg, go belly down and kick the leg back. Bring the leg over, collect the top leg to break the lock.
What did he just do?
Brought you to a.
He just
Inside
downgraded me to an inside.
Yeah.
Inside.
And then you're gonna bring the bottom leg underneath, collect, pummel the bottom.
Nice.
Okay.
Now he's downgraded me again
And outside.
to an outside cross.
Okay, so that's a cross. Keep your grip here with this hand briefly as you collect toes. Kick the foot down, turn the knee to the palm of the foot. Step over, collect the foot, pin it, and dead arm. Get to your elbow into the hips, and bring your foot to the inside.
All right, Luke and my guys that are a little more advanced in leg locks, go ahead. So if my head, if your feet are on the inside, if my head goes away from him,
Yeah, the Rimiyashi.
if my head comes towards him, he can round the corner for cross for inside senkaku or any form of cross ashi. We'll go over and practice tonight.
All right, so 4, the objective's the same for all of them, right? Outside cross, and then we're just doing a sliding elbow escape. Nothing's changed. All the same battles apply. Win the hands, win the head, win the legs, elbow, counter. All right, I think that's not written up there anymore. Okay, who remembers the headlock escape? You talked about looking deep into their eyes earlier, so I know it was like up there somewhere, because that's what that's from.
The headlock escape.
Anybody remember? It was last week.
About when you like this.
It was last week with double unders.
Double under.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you.
John, you got it, bro?
When was this?
It would have been last week. Ryan, you know it?
I don't know. Vaguely, maybe.
Luke,
I don't know if I was here.
All right.
So you got double unders, right?
Yeah, this is from double unders.
Okay.
And this is particularly useful when
The double unders.
yeah, and also if you're really having trouble with all other forms of escape, you put yourself in double unders. If you're just particularly good at this one, you can put yourself in double unders. All right, what's the number one thing Chad doesn't have to worry about when I'm here?
Choke.
Yep. I got nothing to choke him with,
That's right.
but I got a lot of control. All right, good for it. What you gonna do?
So this. I know I swim under. Can't remember if it's.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
No, you just covered. You just covered, bro.
Just cover.
Yeah, you're thinking about turning escape.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I still break the lock, right? I think it's. That arm out? Is it still the same?
No, we got through this one.
Okay, because I don't remember.
Nah, you're all good, bro. All right, you back? I think we're good, right? Are we good, Ryan? Or Luke? All right, so double unders, right? Okay. The good one about this one is it doesn't really matter what hip we're on, right? Because it's double under.
Yeah, that should be good.
First thing I'm gonna do, cover, elbows down. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is start bridging to a shoulder and trying to create separation between our heads. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
When I'm trying to get my shoulder to the mat. My shoulder needs to be below his jaw in order to start collecting his head. Okay, so now I could continue until I have the head collected in my bicep. I'm not grabbing and like flexing my bicep. I'm just it's all kind of originating from the lat and the shoulder. From here, if he's holding on, right? He's trying to maintain his control. From here, I'm gonna use this to hit a big bridge, almost like an upa, right? And then I'm gonna scissor my legs. What's the main thing I gotta worry about right now? Yeah, I'm in big danger as soon as I finish this sweep. So as soon as we touch floor's lava, immediately come to the inside. We talked about post on the throat if we want to. Get the elbows back in. Okay. We're in a lot of danger here from Udagatame. We're sweeps, king sweeps. He can do all kinds of stuff to us. Yeah, thanks, man. What's that? Oh, Brian. I was like, sounds like somebody's talking like over here. That was great. Yeah. All right. All right. So that's headlock. The other one. Talk to me about this one. I was scared. What's the main weakness? What's the main strength of the bottom side body triangle?
Can't break it. More.
There's no way he's turning this way.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's its main weakness?
Exposed.
All the space.
Yeah, all this.
He can put his hand between my knee and his hip right now, which means, especially if we're on the overhead side, his hip and his shoulder can move. So he can already start getting a little rotation into me, right? So if he rotates as much as he can into me, gets stuck. Now, this is where we hit that kipping motion. Remember that?
Yeah, that.
Yep. Yep. And then scissoring at him. He's coming up in the closed guard. Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Were y'all here for that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No?
I don't think
And then
so.
there's the rolling.
I've been here like once, I think the past
I've
like
been down
2 weeks.
Okay.
With the, yeah, I don't think I'm here for any of these.
All right. So I want y'all to take, let's take 10 minutes before you do anything else and go run through any and all of these,
Okay.
particularly the ones that you feel like you haven't done any reps of.
Uh-huh.
And I'll walk around and help out, and then we'll move on back over to kipping. All right.
So
Alright.
go over when we just.
Any of those that you want to go over. All right.
Yeah.
That you want to try out, any and all.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. This is just review, so walking around, I'll help out with whatever I can. What's up, Camden?
Sorry.
No, over there. Over one of like four things, any of them.
The two back escapes, we've been drilling the last
Shoulder.
hour long minute.
How are you going? Good. Yeah, you're taking your shoulder. Now here. So this is like working.
What's his hip coming up? This is low.
Oh,
Is that generating a ton of rotational force to aggressively system my legs.
I'm looking at scissor.
So he has a body triangle on the opposite.
Because they're again, you have to use the space that you have when you're.
That's all good. And then you'll.
I can explain.
Yeah, the elbows coming in.
Yeah. Okay, so body triangle and ball. This side, the other way. Yeah, that's fine. Well, keep your body triangle on the side. It's kind of, it's like your arch, like. Yeah. It's here. Ribs.
Okay, you turned, you see the first time.
So try to-
You kind of turned with me when.
We'll try to
You're so big. It's hard
try to turn in towards him as much as you can until you're like absolutely stuck, and then it's the time to kick
Okay.
and do the scissoring.
Oh, yeah. And just going for the, just going for the dead arm.
Man. Fortunately, driving crazy, man.
So covering. Grip like here.
That's like another.
Or no. Here. Which one you running with?
The one with the overhook side, and I was just to create the space and step on his foot,
Like a sliding elbow. Okay.
sliding elbow. Cool. So I'm trying to remember. So I had 2 on 1, right?
Mm.
Then I do this. Beat his foot.
Yep. Now we're gonna turn into and get our elbow to the mat.
Yep.
And then as he comes up, you win the battle of the feet.
Yeah.
Feet to the inside.
Perfect. Thanks for checking.
Now you can do the underhook side.
Right.
Just one right?
Which is
One
head.
Double under.
All right, so this.
Which one do you have?
Go.
It's the same thing.
I don't think so.
I think it's just hooks.
Nah, just hooks. Yep.
So here.
You can combine them.
Yeah.
Right? You can combine the like untangling the body triangle with the sliding elbow,
Underneath my head.
but you can drill them separately too.
You're right.
Once you've untangled the body triangle, then you can just do a regular sliding elbow escape.
Now look at me. Yeah, now take your arm under your 2 on 1. Well, shove me, I beat your head. How you're like wrapping your arm around that? Straight on.
Point the knee.
Knee up.
Nice.
Now pull your step over. So.
And then
have your left foot.
that's what I'm with it.
Use it for like.
Elbow to the mat.
You gotta do this. Your straight arm. Yeah, there you go.
If his head comes above yours, like
His head.
then you can round the corner for a cross action.
Yes, so.
Like basically reverse X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your goal is to try to.
Yep.
That's
right.
right.
You hit the kipping motion with the double under, right, too?
What was the
Yes.
Mount, like that's what I was.
Body triangle.
So.
You hit the kipping escape with the double unders? When you get your head to the mat, or you're just, he's falling to one side?
Trying to remember as I go.
Bridge, you can see your body. Side, side.
Kind of.
Get your elbow, your shoulder to the mat. Like,
Like 4 foot.
This one here.
which is what. Now you want to turn into.
It's like. Yeah, that's fine.
I guess a quarter. Not sure I got half, somebody will take it.
Yeah, so.
But anyway, also
Little
here.
hobbit legs.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a hobbit leg.
You want to go back to this?
I'm gonna start shimmy. You know, that arm.
Look at me. Yeah.
Father.
Oh, he's in here.
Oh, guys,
Yes, sir.
judgment has arrived.
That's horrible.
That is aura.
That's right.
Just came from a hospital visit.
I wonder if I could get one of those to roll.
That's grim.
That's.
That'd be awesome. I want to get me one of those. It's like
Hey, it's technically, is it still no gi if you're competing in that? Like you're not wearing a gi.
We got a father and insurance salesman. I heard somebody wanted to go. I mean, it sounds like it looks like it.
The judgment is nigh.
The top side body lock. Let's go and even body lock. I can hear it.
Elbows.
To the mat, bro. Yep. Find the hip line. And he's always gonna come up on
Oh,
to
yeah, should I should come up.
Yeah. Oh.
you. You just put your elbow on the mat in line with the hips
Okay.
and expect that he's gonna come up.
Yeah, I was supposed to get it.
Last time I came.
Nobody who just had your back is gonna just be like, okay, I guess I'll stay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand. Yeah,
Alright, so went to the.
Elbows tucked, okay? Elbows tucked. See how you're kind of chicken winging right now? Elbows in elbows in tight like this.
That's what.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm pretty sure you just dead arm.
Dead on here? It's okay.
What's up?
For this.
Body triangle shape. I've grabbed where you go from like 4 different ones.
Yeah, once you've collected the ankle, you're just trying to turn into and get your elbow to the mat. But you can you've missed all the classes, but it's the idea is like we're gonna keep that leg and we're gonna counter, we're gonna enter the legs.
So you're gonna like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's gonna come up.
Yeah.
Right?
So he can come up?
Mhm. And you need to focus on getting your feet between his legs as he comes up. That's the idea.
Because you already grabbed my ankle
We'll
before or whatever.
we'll do some review, but you should just go back and watch the classes from the past couple of weeks.
No, I get it.
I hope the beach was fun, bro.
I've been doing it, so
I'm just kidding, man.
I should be pretty consistent.
Yeah, I'm just messing with us. But yeah, if you want to watch, if you want to go back and watch class, probably a good idea. Because we've been doing nothing but pain escapes.
Somebody has a little like you. It's like a half, but all day in here. I'm trying. Somebody get here. I get it though. So that you don't want to just tap to that. Go double unders.
Hey, how's it feeling, bro?
Then get the body lock. Same old. And then lock it up.
All right, let's not roll tonight.
It's not like. Like I walk my dog, I've been walking on it.
I think
But it's just in my head, sitting down, standing up, sideways. Yeah.
Let's just stay here today.
You never want me to be able, because you got your top hand.
I don't want to risk, especially if you want to compete. I don't want to risk
Yeah, your hands are like that.
not. You should have enough time for it to heal before the competition. If it's really just MCL, I think it is. So I don't want it to like get worse because it's got to be jazzed up in here.
I mean, like today I was doing a few body squats, just kind of like
Yeah.
seeing how it feels. It's really just straight on, fine. But just hanging out just sideways.
Mm.
I was gonna do like a body.
Really?
Hmm?
It
It hasn't started yet. I'm still waiting on some stuff to come in. But yeah, it'll be fun, man.
No.
A double under.
Yeah.
All right, everybody hit 2 more reps of whatever you want, and we're gonna review turning escape real quick too, because that's actually the one that's probably the best.
No, you can.
Yeah. I remember that. Josh. I haven't seen you in forever. I've been done with your thing.
Yeah, we're kind of there.
Wow. Oh, really?
We got a scissor out.
I sent it to you. I've seen it first.
Trader
Gabe's on it.
Yeah. We're gonna sleep.
I'll just get it to you whenever you're gonna be here. I don't know. I've been gone.
To the beach. How long did you go?
What these like? All right, guys. Hey, can someone follow me with the camera on this one since we moved so much on this with the turning escape? Good thing about the turning escape is like we don't really have to stop and do a calculation of are we on the underhook or overhook side. All right, for the turning escape, my goal, yeah, you can, because this is particularly useful. And yeah, my gosh, okay, this is particularly useful when we just can't break this lock for some reason. Right, if we can't beat the lower body lock, we're gonna beat the upper body lock and exploit that. That's all we got left, or double unders, right? So again, this is just review for most of you, but first battle is always the same. I want to win that hand fight. I want to have his hand lower than my sternum. 2-on-1. If his hand's uncovered, I'm going to cover the hand. If it's not, no big deal. But I always want to be at the end of the lever that's accessible to me at least. All right, from here, I need to separate the hands to do the turning escape. However, I want to separate the hands, like your mileage may vary. Choose your own adventure. One option is if you swim, remember, trust this thumb post, okay? So if I use my secondary hand and I'm able to just put my palm on my chest and swim inside, I can frame on my own hand, my own wrist, and I can extend to break, okay? All right, so if he's been tight here, yep. Here. As soon as I break though, I want to track these bad boys, right? I don't want them reconnecting. I need this window so that I can create disconnection. Okay, so as soon as they're disconnected, I'm finding them with my wrists, my hands, everything, and I want to get them as far apart as possible, and keep them as far apart as far apart as possible. Wow, as I can while I start creating my disconnection. All right, for me, next, as soon this is all happening rapid speed, right? But as I'm creating this disconnection with his hands, separating them, now I create disconnection from my back on his chest. So I start to sit up. I can sit up because we've separated the hands. Okay, I can't do this if I don't separate the hands. Okay, so especially if his elbows on the inside of my shoulders, it's going to be way harder for me to create this much disconnection. I want to create as much as possible. The more disconnection here, it's like setting the groundwork for the escape. The fewer turns I'm about to have to do, the more separation I create right here. So we create all this separation. As I sit up, I go to scissor my legs, and he's going to start to chase. All I'm looking to do is however many turns it takes. We're about to go right at you, by the way. As many turns as it takes, my objective is to get my elbow back inside of his hip line or back inside of his shoulder line here. Once he doesn't have my elbow anymore, he doesn't have my back anymore. Okay, so I start to turn. I can get that elbow on the inside. I want top position here. Sometimes you're not going to. You have way less control over, am I going to get top or bottom? And this is a little bit more chaotic. So in those situations, let's just pretend you got it. Let's just pretend you got the body triangle. Let's just say you did. All right, here, separate, track, create as much of a chasm as I can, disconnect, scissor. Now we're gonna simulate me landing on the bottom here. Sometimes you're gonna land on the bottom. You don't get to really dictate this. So as I go, okay, here. So right here, if I know that he's winning that fight, then as I come down, this knee is weightless right now, right? All of his weight's over here. As his weight transfers into this knee, the moment that the weight transfers here, I'm going to take him further than he wanted to go. So as he's coming, take him further than he wanted to go. Just a little. It doesn't take that much. Okay? And here we really have like the same battle we've been having when we got out of the back. Who's gonna get up first? If he got this far away, I might just get up. If he didn't get this much like separated, then I can start entering the legs. I'll wait for him to come up. Play that however you need to play it in the moment. If you got a ton of space, then just get up. If not, if you're not winning that battle and he's gonna build height before you, then counter. But yeah, you don't get to dictate whether you're gonna land on the top or the bottom. But if you know you're about to be mounted, send them further than they wanted to go. Don't let them settle and mount, obviously. All right, so let's drill that one too, and then let's review a little bit more kipping, so that we're well set up because the next 3 classes are all kipping of various types, and I want to make sure everybody's starting to get this motion down. All right, any questions on this? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Good. Oops, I said, are you good?
Yeah.
Are you like you really have like?
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
You want to do them with those? I just didn't have. I didn't have it actually launched. I didn't
That was like,
golly. I didn't want to like be rude and
I'm trying to put on a great face.
Oh,
I didn't really want to.
I'm just gonna practice that. Well, it's not matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's like how John doesn't even have to try when it comes to like a body lock. It's just like.
That rain?
You want to get great?
Hey.
Nice. I love it. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Really good question. Great.
Yeah, oh, straight teeth.
They're gonna.
Yeah,
Ooh, I was trying to move quick. Slammed it straight on. Straight on.
That's only.
Straight on my little thing. Yeah,
A lot of people. Here.
Nah. No, I don't do that. Yeah, I just.
they want the roof.
That's
I don't think we're here for that.
So I'll make sure it's sure.
I can see why it'd be valuable to do that. We're really trying to lock them in and kind of. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lethia won't be.
whatever you can do to separate it. So that's one way. So you keep your thumb post at the primary.
It's good.
Right, the primary. All these things. So there is, so there is start to turn first.
This way, though.
Yeah.
You start.
English went flying.
I should have extended.
Yeah, that was.
The man's body lock is sucking.
But,
Good thing we got them now, so.
I may not be tall, but I make the.
So at least.
Right.
My time I came for 32 years.
So.
Getting crushed by you.
It's not over. So.
Yeah.
It's a never ending story. I'm always the nail.
We're sitting there. I'm trying to figure this. So we're going.
Never the hammer.
It's okay, me too. I'm just not your nail.
There's gonna be.
Get those away from me.
We'll be honest now here in a few months.
Just we're obviously John's now.
In a few months, let's just be honest.
John's now?
We're just gonna all
Oh,
yes. John's now.
So it may get.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, sometimes you bend me, sometimes they bend me over and I have to take a lot less contact.
Bend you over.
They're a little bit. We're on. Why?
I meant like the nail. Like, yeah, you know how when you hit a nail and it bends over?
Yes.
And you no longer get the
Yeah, it doesn't matter what is my go. Yeah. And I go on the parking lot, it's not right. They don't keep on.
Oh, good breath.
Okay.
Y'all done?
Sorry, I'm hearing. Sorry.
Oh, you got engaged?
Yeah.
Congrats, bro.
So,
Put your palm out. Palm out. Yep. Push out. Yep.
facing away from them. And so you can't see them, so they go, and they form trails right along that foot. And I'm starting. Especially staying on the
Uh-oh.
So we.
All right, guys, let's, I want to make sure we get more reps, I so even though we're over time, we're gonna do it. If anybody needs to go, feel free, but like,
After
Um,
July 6th.
put this after 6:30, but we're gonna hit a few more reps of kipping, just to make sure we're getting it in.
All right, let me get the big question.
Okay. Yeah, we'll find.
What?
Yeah.
Anaconda squeeze.
Okay. Okay, remember, kipping overview here. And specifically what we're doing is right now is the lateral kip. All right, if y'all were here the other night, you remember the kip comes out here on the side. This is a lateral kip. There are other forms of kipping we're gonna be getting into that are overhead and more square. But right now, we're doing lateral kipping. Okay, first, I gotta have frames. All right, so good. Pick them out, all right? My frames, I need at least one of my elbows on the inside of his knees. Ideally two, if I can, but at least one. You could choose your own grips. So for me and John, honestly, I would probably use the double hip post because he's much taller than me. I have all this access to it. It's actually harder for me to get in here. I have to close some of that distance to start taking my cross hip post. But you can do either, and you should play with both. This one is more efficient and just more structural. This one is more explosive and also gives us more options if we need to chain other types of kips together. So something we're going to be getting into soon is, we bridge out and we start kipping, but he's really focused on bringing his hip back in. So we go to the other side. We kip the other side. That's really only made possible with this double cross grip. If we have like a cross hip post, it'd be pretty hard. We have double hip post. We have options. So right now though, inside, do whichever one you want. Okay, for a lateral kip, this one will work just fine. It also, like I said, is more efficient. So you can always test this one first and see how they respond. And if you're gonna have to go to another form of kipping, you can always switch on the next time you fire. Okay, so cross hip post, reinforce, elbow comes to the inside. The next thing I gotta make sure I do is I don't want to kip against his body weight because kipping is really not that powerful. All right, it's way less powerful than a bridge. I really just want to kip against his feet because if he's really trying to keep his feet attached to me, this is where kipping is particularly useful. Okay, so right now, if I kip, it's going to be a disaster because his body weight is on me. All right, so the first thing we need to do is get his center of mass pointed down here, not on me. Right now, it's pointed directly through my body. I want his center of mass pointed down at the ground. So I'm going to angle out my foot. I'm going to get ready for a lateral bridge. I bridge with full extension. And then I'm taking my butt down towards the mat, my chin towards the chest, and my knees to his tailbone, all in one motion. Okay? As he tries to come back in, it's difficult from the structure. Not to say he can't do it. That's where we're going to have to go to other forms of kipping, but it's more difficult. The more that he's able to bring his belly button back over my body, the more he's going to shut down the kip. He shouldn't kip if his belly button is pointed at me directly. Like if you can draw a line from the ceiling through his belly button and through mine, you shouldn't be kipping because you're just wasting effort. Okay. Up here, here. All right, we got to hit that bridge. Here. Now it's little pulses. Okay, it's not big motions like this. It's just little flutters. And all I'm looking to do during this whole process, I just need enough space for my knee to fit through. I'm not trying to get anything else through here. Not even trying to get two knees through. Okay, I just want one knee through so I can immediately counter. If I get one knee through, by definition, his legs are entangled and I can start counterattacking. Okay, so right now, his center of gravity is pointed at the mat, not me. Okay, so over here, I can't kip if I'm back down here on the mat. I kip with concave shoulders. I'm balled up. My chin is to my chest. My shoulders are off the mat, caved in forward. Okay, this is good kipping mechanics. Back here is not. Here, as he starts putting pressure, just little flutters is all I'm looking for. Now, depending on where we land, if he's still got a cross face, we can take a reverse lat post, clear that, and go into the attack. Otherwise, he's just going to base out either way. If he's still attached, though, you can clean that pretty easily. So one more time. First thing, like any mount escape, we need to get inside position with the frames. Okay, so I'm going to take a cross hip post. I've got to win this battle and get my elbow on the inside. Okay, ideally on the inside. It can be in line with the knee, but it definitely can't be out. This is going to make it really difficult because if his knee, even if I have inside position with my hands, if he brings that knee forward right now, this is rendered completely ineffective. So I really need to get the knee, the elbow on the inside or at least in line. Okay, this is fine too. If he starts bringing it forward, there's something to resist. All right, now I've got to get his weight off of me. Okay, so I'm going to start to angle out my foot and get ready to hit a bridge over my shoulder or out to the side just for a moment to make his body weight point towards the mat, not me. Okay, so I hit a bridge. I get as much extension out of it as possible, and I take it all away. And my knees find his tailbone, my chin finds my chest, and I become concave. Okay, from here, my knees come together, my feet are together. If they're far apart, this isn't going to work, especially my feet. I got a little bit of margin of error for my knees, but I really need to pretend my knees and my feet are tied, like with rope. Okay. Next, it's little flutters. Okay, just quick little flutters while I try to consistently bring my knees towards my chest, bring my hips up, my knees towards my chest. Okay, so he tries to regard, bring out. Once I've beaten this, I have to find this hip with my heel. If I don't, it's going to be a really hard time for me to enter the legs. Okay, he might just continue smashing forward and really get a strong crossface. Yeah, and that's going to suck. Okay, now if he does that, there might be some other things we can do to off balance him because we do have inside position with our foot, but it's just something else that another battle you got to fight.
I didn't think to use that during my match.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the primary means that we use to enter into like cross hashi.